Hello there and welcome to my channel. This is Kate in the States temporarily, and I hope you can hear the continuing excitement in my voice. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for all your lovely comments and support. It's amazing that I can be so far away from home but feel so surrounded by kindness, and for the office to show me around and to let me know shops. It's just, my heart is very full. So I want to say, yeah, thank you so much. I'm hoping you are well. This is a sit and stitch, and I didn't say it last night, but I'm in a hotel room and it's pretty echoey and the light isn't good, but hopefully it's enough to keep us going. So this is going to be a chat, and I wanted to take you through my work. The other benefit of, it's not work, it's my stitching. The other benefit of not being able to sleep is that you get plenty of time. I was able to do a little bit of washing and to plan out my first original slow stitch piece that I'm starting from scratch here. So where did I just put that needle? Anyway, that's me. Still, you've got to make allowances for the jet lag. Okay, so let's get into it. This is the tea towel that I bought in Dallas. It was starched, clean, it smells like a dream. So I had no qualms about using her. And what I've done is I've chopped her up into 3 sections. I originally started folding it so that I could not cut the tea towel, but in the end I wanted to hero this piece here and of course the bird. So the way I did it was I have, you can see under here, torn that from up there and put it down here. I'm laughing because what do you call that? I've rearranged it or reinvented it, but I haven't damaged any of it. I tried even to keep those lines straight, which is unusual for me. So the base, and this is going to be a project pouch, but its purpose is going to carry all my little treasures that I've already collected. I did some harvesting last night, so I've cut the bulk down. Thank you for those who were worried about my luggage. Fingers crossed, I can fit it all in. I do feel quite confident about that. But mind you, I did buy a wearable that I haven't showed you yet. I may have to wear it on the plane because it might be the one that breaks the camel's back, as they say. Okay, so that's my piece. I bought this blanket with me from home because I've been caught out before that I need my blanket. So I had this in my other pouch. I meant to have the 2 pinks up here, but of course I did it that bit wrong. So I've only got the pink stripe there, but I interchange. There's no right or wrong side. So blanket from home, Dallas tea towel, and then I had included these embroideries because I'm learning. The more I travel, I realize that I haven't got all my collage, but if I've got some basic bits, I can do that. So that's it thus far. I have, so under here is my pink, what's that called? Why can I never remember that? You'll be saying it at home, but it's the name for striped fabric. That's from when I purchased it in somewhere in Melbourne. That's right. So tiny little piece. I've cut it in half, and that's it. This is a little patch of fleur fabric, and there's a yellow flower on there, which is probably a little bit hidden at the moment as I look at it. It mightn't quite join, but I want the yellow and the orange, I'll do an inside of a flower there. So that talks to that one. And then I do have 3 little bits of, well, this is Dallas fabric, not fabric, trim. And I'm toying, so that's not down yet. I'm toying with this that also came from that same place, Curiosities in Dallas, that I might put a little bit up there, because for me it's about, you're probably sick of me here saying it, but I love my thumbs to feel multiple textures. So not a lot, but maybe that there. And down here is a piece of harvested, that new furnishing fabric. It's there. And this is a little interesting piece that I brought with me that you probably haven't seen. And I've cut it into a heart, and it's a piece, you know, again, fingers. So that's a heart. It's not all that clear that that's a little bit there, but I love those 3 flowers on top of that. So my plan is to, I've started to outline, need to outline here and thread paint. I've left these leaves up, and up the top here I have actually the, I harvested this off one of the bigger pieces, and I'm going to use that as a frill braid up there. So just let me have a mild panic, although I don't need to panic because you know me well. I threaded up a needle with yellow thread in it so that I could start up here. So I hope you've got your stitching out with you, or whatever you're working on. This is the evidence that I made a, yeah, I'm going to use it. I'm not good, well, I don't have the exact colours, and I sort of like the juxtaposition that that's sort of orange and this is yellow. Oh, see that joint on? This is another bit that I purchased, and I think on this piece will be excellent. So I suppose my focus has been on this side and all of that to go, which is wonderful. So that's all blurted out. There's yellow. So I thought I'd just work on a few bits with you. And as I said, I feel so at home. Now, I was going to go through there, but these are actually cross stitches. So I'm thinking that I might like to go over the top of those in some sort of way that I haven't thought of yet. So I think I'm going to just commit to a little running stitch in yellow along here. Again, sorry for shadows and anything. I can't do it any better. And hopefully the focus is on what you're doing as you listen to me in the background. I called my mum just before, and she was so excited to hear me. And just to hear the joy in her voice. She was sitting down. It's not early morning there, but 9:30, and she said she was having about to have a sewing day on her machine. She's done cutting out yesterday, and it was just lovely. And I think, you know, if she had been younger, I would have brought her with me on some of these trips, because she was an intrepid traveller, and I think we've all got that love of travel from her. So the fact that I can share it, and she said, send me photos, so I must remember to do that when I work, so she can see the people that I talk about. And yeah. It's a little bit tough because I'm going through how many layers? 3. So none of those stitches are even, and we know that doesn't matter. Finish that off there. There's part of me that is wishing that I had some gold thread to, who knows what I would do, but I just love that little birdie so much. Right, I've got a little bit of yellow left. So I've started putting this down, and I've left that open because always there might be a possibility of tucking something under there. Oh gosh, that wasn't what I planned to do. Other thing that's a bit tired. I'm doing so much on-screen work and then stitching without a lot of sleep. So threading a needle is it's never been my strong suit. I left the my threader in the other room, but we'll just see how we go. So I like to just, as many of us do, just have all of these little interesting contrasts of colour. So we've got pink going across, and here's a couple of rows of stitching of yellow. I love this cross stitch. That's from that really big tablecloth. It had so many. I've still got many at home. And I need to thank you as well for I do think this is like a brain's trust in many ways. I'm learning so many things. And I think the more we can help each other understand, the better. So since I've shared my haul video, I've learned that those very long pieces were called like a scarf. So a scarf for a table or a dresser. So thank you for helping me with that, because I thought they're too long for a tray. They're not a doily, they're not a tablecloth. So there they are, table or dresser scarves. And the other thing was, how interesting is it about aprons? I'm sorry, I can't remember individual names. I should have jotted them down. But the history of aprons and the fact that they were made for special, like, hostess occasions. So they were very dressed up and beautiful, as well as the ordinary day aprons. So I've got now, that's supposed to go down over that. That's right. So I'm using my leaf to leaf, flower to flower, but that was a leaf. So the idea that this is here onto that vine, and over here, this one down from there is bigger than that little berry. So, and then on this side, when I get to it, I'm going to build from like there. And in fact, as I do that, wouldn't it be beautiful if I just did a heart? And maybe imagine if I could do that. I probably haven't got enough pieces, but I like the idea, and maybe then I could see, this is how it works. Now I want to do that. Okay, back here. So I wanted to gather this up under here so that it's like a frill. So the beautiful yellow, then the actual original scallop and the leaf. So we've got 3 layers there. It doesn't really matter about what I use. I'll just use this fine pink perlé because I have it here. So I've already stitched that little bit down. So I'm going to come up under there. Isn't this beautiful? Like, it's cotton. I just wish you could feel it. It's just... It's funny, as I've been, learning from you and doing this more, I start to think, oh, what if I really need to learn some more about textiles. So thinking about, filling after this work trip, filling my brain with more. And I love it when people recommend books to me or podcasts. I've already learned so much from Haptic and Hue. That's a hard one for my jet lagged. Okay, I want to scrunch this up a little bit. So I'm just gathered 2 of those little frills. And I'll do it again. Pick that one and that one up. Yep, and scrunch it down. Not a huge frill, but just a little bit so that pops up. Did I tell you I'm thinking about what to do with the binding of the tea towel? I love the yellow sunny colour. So for the moment, I didn't talk at all about that. I'll just anchor this here. Can't really see the stitches, so I'm doing giant ones. Now I'll go under there. Yes, so on this side, first of all, I had them hanging out and then it was out of proportion. So I folded them back in. I've done look at that beautiful variation in that wool. Love that, that's a favorite bit. I've tucked them over for the moment. I'm thinking of a couple of things. This actually gathered up when I tore it, and so it's like a natural gather, which I quite like the effect of. Here, and I just thought about doing different things, so I could turn it under. And that could become like a binding on that one. That I've got a stripe, which might... Here I ripped it deliberately so that we could see there. And up here I've left it flapping out, so it won't work to... In fact, why don't I just cut that? So people next door coming out of their unit. There we go. And see, that's my stitching under there, and now it makes it like that. You see that? I hope. Don't know where the camera is. Oh, it's having so much fun, which tells me the jet lag is fading. So I'm happy with my approach. I gathered and collected, and now I'm creating. I've done a lot of my work today. I'm feeling really good about that. So, what now? Have I got time to... Have you got patience with me? Yeah, I can keep going. If it's, again, I'm looking up and it might be not good to look at, but I'm here. All right, I want to... I want to thread paint here, and I want to thread paint... What have I got over here? Maybe... bold words for Kate, but I've been watching other people thread painting today and I love watching that. Oh, I should ask whether you like this. I forgot to show you. This is a tablecloth. I actually didn't do the needle test. Sometimes now I'm thinking I should carry a needle in my bag with me. Yeah, it's like not going to be sewable. So, I thought at the time it was too stiff, but I'm sure it's pretty. So I could harvest these flowers and put them on a wearable, and maybe even machine them down. Okay, so we're going to go down here. Still get nervous doing this because I'm a newbie. And I never know the right way. Everyone makes it look so easy. And I do like the messy look, so I'm going to go over the top of this. Just as well I like messy because I can't do neat. Now I've done this bold because of the yellows up there. I want a really solid flower colour. It's not a flower, this it's probably a leaf. Gosh, I rave on. This is not good. Anyway, I'll go down into it, that's what will improve it. And I know I'm not using the cotton efficiently either. Actually, I've done a bit of better through painting on my my Kansas pouch that I started before I came over. Now we'll make that look better because I'm going to add something over the top. Wouldn't be me if you didn't see me use wool that was variegated. I think this is my first variegated. I think someone a while back did make a comment about I just do the same thing over and over. And I make no apology for that because I think stitches are all about having your needle and going in and out, just in different combinations. And I do absolutely love the fabrics and the wools that I use. Okay, I'll go this way. Thinking, what is that? But it's my stitching to try and outline it. We might cover that up, I'm thinking. So it's now like the combination of the yellow and then the wool. Wanted that one to come over there a bit. It's a funny shape. That's what I'm saying, it's not really like a flower, but it's probably a good thing because I couldn't make it look like a flower. nice and thick and textural. Yep. Then I'll do this in what's the word? In less thick cotton. Okay, I've got this beautiful pink on here, oh, yellow, orange. What else needs to go down? I'm feeling like that's a little bit too wide. Got the orange there, so for the moment, what do I want to do? I was thinking of making it like a patch. When in doubt, don't. Is there anything? Oh look, I made a mess over here. I thought I'd be clever and that makes me feel better, pulling something undone, because then my brain is going, what will I use that other thread for? Because I haven't got anything on here yet. Oh, that feels so nice and bubbly. I will leave that. Where's my needle? Oh, there's the other one. Look, that's the one I had at the beginning. Imagine if this is a little skirt down there, then I'd have to have a little bit up there. Okay, I will save that yellow for later. There's the bit that was on my needle here. So why don't we I've deliberately done that. I'm going to make a feature of these stripes, which I realise I might cover up at some point, but it's all texture. I was going to do a flower, but no, I haven't got enough thread to do 3. Because that looks like a cross stitch, how do I get up there? Can I make that? No, I won't worry about it. Just go across. That's going to be it for this session. I will keep working on this, and you might have to be patient with me as I share something. Will go over the top of that. The same project multiple times, but you understand I'll have limited resources here, but I'm thrilled that already a story is starting to emerge from this piece. Okay. Thank you for being with me here. I appreciate it so much. Your company. I wish you happy times, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.